따는.
우리 동네에선 그 노래를 오징어라고 불렀다. 마치 오징어를 닮은 그림 때문에 붙은 이름이었다.
It doesn't look like a squid. Looks like a house.
Agreed. There's no legs.
The tentacles? What is it?
It's
Pesto.
규칙은 간단하다.
I didn't understand the rules to this game. It's too difficult for kids to understand.
yeah, me neither. I never heard of this game, by the way.
이거 뭐야? 나 주는 거야?
So currency. Basically, you take 4 zeros off. So if it's 10, oh no, 3 zeros. 3 zeros out and then convert it to dollar. So 10,001 is equivalent to roughly $10.
Okay.
애 치킨만 먹여? 생일인데 선물이라도 하나 사줘야지. 좀만 더 줘봐.
돈 없다.
돈 없다. 돈. Money. 없다. I don't have. That's an easy one.
돈
없다.
없다.
돈 없다.
돈 없다.
Opposite of 없다 is 있다. I have money.
I'm not gonna use that one.
No,
돈
we have to be optimistic. 돈 있다. 있다 is I have it. 없다 means I don't have it.
있다.
돈 있다.
돈 있다. 돈
돈 없다.
없다.
돈 있다. 있다 없다. 돈
Kind of on a
돈 is
tree.
money.
아 그건 좀 그만해. 그리고.
그것 좀 그만해. 그만해 means stop. Stop doing that. 그만해.
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 그만해. No, say the whole thing, but how you did it again.
그것 좀 그만해. Okay. 그것 is like that. 좀 is, well, it literally means little, but 그것 좀
좀
그만해.
그만해.
So when you're bothering Trixie, our little cat, I might tell you, 그것 좀 그만해. But I wouldn't say it like that. That's rude. Okay.
맨날 허리 아프다면서 몇 푼을 나온다고 그래.
So you would get spanked if you actually talk to your parents like that.
A 50-year-old man,
Yeah.
you'd get spanked.
A 50-year-old like that? Yes.
엄마 생일? 엄마 모른다. 지 엄마 생일 모른다. 에라이 호로.
모른다. You don't know.
Say it again.
모른다.
Slower.
모른다.
다.
모른다.
모른다.
Or you can just say 몰라. That's when you don't know. Or just say I don't know. There's no you or I. 몰라 is don't know. 몰라. 모른다 is another way of saying 몰라. 몰라. So if somebody asks you a question you don't know, you say 몰라. Or you just put yo at the end to make it sound polite. 몰라요. Or you can say 모른다요. That's kind of cute when if you say that. 모른다요. That's kind of like it's kind of like it's a dialect if you say 모른다요.
Why is it a dialect?
It's just
Oh, it's like babuna.
Pamuna.
Okay, same thing.
Yeah, not the same region, but it's just like the intonation. Like people would usually not say 모른다요. People would usually always say 몰라요. 알어. I know. That means no. 모른다, 몰라. That's I don't know. 알어 is I know. 알어.
Ado.
알어.
No.
With a
Aro.
with like L. 알어.
Aro.
알어. 알어.
거기 빨리 좀 합시다 좀.
빨리.
Hurry.
He's
I know that one.
okay. 빨리 좀 합시다. 빨리.
생일 선물은 과연 뭘까요? 기대하시라. 너 진짜 깜짝 놀.
기대하시라. 기대하시라. It means like literally it means you should have your hopes up or you should set your expectations high. Right? It's kind of like saying it's gonna be a big one kind of thing. 기대하시라.
기대하시라.
기대 is like expectation. 하시라 is like have.
기대하시.
기대 with a D.
기대하시라.
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 Yeah. 기대하시라. So when you're cooking something, right? Or if I'm cooking something and you're like, "What's for dinner?" I'm like, "Something really good." 기대하시라.
야, 기훈아.
야 오랜만이네.
오랜만이네. 오랜만이네. Long time no see.
오랜만이네.
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 만이네. 오랜만이네.
오랜만이네.
Well, that's kind of like these loan shark tone. Normally, you would
Is a
say,
specific loan shark tone?
well, yeah, you're like, oh, 오랜만이네, right? But normally you would say, 오랜만이야.
오랜만이야. So there's no threat behind it.
Or you don't want to be like, pretentious, or you don't want to sound like bossy. 오랜만이네. That's like a little bit bossy, kind of like gangster tone. Normally, 오랜만이야. 오랜만이야.
미안해. 학생, 괜찮아?
미안해. 괜찮아?
미안해. Sorry. 괜찮아. It's okay.
미안해. 괜찮아? So it's like, it's just the intonation, just like English. Are you okay? You okay? Okay. Okay? Okay. 괜찮아? 괜찮아. 봐봐.
봐봐.
To see. 봐. Or look. So like, look. 봐. Just saying twice. 봐봐. 봐봐.
봐봐.
Or you can just say once. Yeah. 봐. You can say 이거. This. 이거 봐. Look at this. 이거 봐. You can say come in. This. 봐봐. 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 Yeah.
봐봐. 봐봐.
봐봐. 봐봐. 봐봐.
다음 달까지 못 갚으면 여기 신장 하나라. 여기 안구 하나 대신 가져간다. 오케이?
Doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would have a good, viable kidney. I feel like.
Good point.
아저씨.
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 No.
아 이거
이거. Remember?
This.
Yeah, 이거. 이거 봐.
이거 왕모기한테 물린 거야. 아, 요즘 모기가 얼마나 독한지. 아유,
모기. Mosquito. Similar.
Mogi.
모기.
아, 맞다. 아빠가 가영이 생일 선물 사왔지롱.
So in Korea, this place is called 포장마차. This kind of, it's like an outdoor, kind of like food court in some ways. It's just that you set it up and you expand so that it has a little bit of an enclosure, right? And then when they sell tteokbokki, which is rice cake, spicy rice cake, because they can't do the dishes, they put plastic bag over the plate,
And you get a toothpick to
and you
eat
get a
it.
toothpick to eat it. And then once you're done, they just take it off, and then next customer, you put another plastic bag on, and you serve. It's really good.
Cheap, I guess.
Yeah, very cheap.
그걸로 담배는 피지 말고.
아빠 담배 끊었어.
담배.
Tombe.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
How do you know what that is?
아빠가 담배도 꼭 끊고 내년 생일에는 진짜 좋은 선물을 사줄게.
선물. Present. Gift. 선물.
Sunny.
선생님, 저랑 게임 한번 하시겠습니까?
뭐야?
뭐야? What is it? Or what is this? So you can also say
뭐야?
이거 뭐야?
뭐야?
뭐야? 이건
I'm gonna
뭐야?
remember any of these.
저랑 딱지치기를 하셔서 한 번 이기실 때마다 10만 원을 드리겠습니다.
Take
Is this a
three.
real game?
Yeah, this is a real thing.
Is the slapping part of it?
Not the slapping part of it, but you would make that yourself usually. That thing, and it doesn't come with you usually don't make it with that fancy paper. You make it with like magazine or cardboard.
나 면상이래. 너 이거 안 놔, 이 새끼?
10만 원입니다.
$100. $100.
100? Oh, it's two of them. I see. Okay.
Take 3 zeros out.
한밤중에
Tree stump?
Yeah. Think of it like an equivalent to like a cutting mat. Not a mat, cutting board that's made out of wood.
You don't cut fish on that, do you?
배고파? 응? 여보.
배고파? 배고파? Hungry?
Oh,
Hungry?
고양이.
고양이? 고양이 배고파? 고양이 cat? 배고파? Hungry? So I might ask, 배고파? And you can say, 배고파. If you're hungry. If you're not hungry, you can say, 안 배고파. 안.
안
You know when you say
배고파.
아니. 아니 is no. So kind of like that 아니. Abbreviate that 아니 to 안.
안 배고파.
안 배고파.
니 또 노름했나?
아니야.
아니야. 아니. No.
Is anya just making it dramatic?
Yeah.
아니 지금 애랑 새 남편이랑 내년에 뭐 다 미국으로 간다 하더라.
미국?
미국. America. US.
미국?
미국. Korea is 한국.
한국.
한국, 미국.
영감님, 뭐 하시는 거예요? 말 시키지 마라. 헷갈려.
헷갈려. 말 시키지 마라. 헷갈려. 헷갈려. I'm confused. Well, it's confusing. It's confusing.
Say it again,
헷갈려.
but slower.
헷갈려.
Hit. Cal. Yo.
헷갈려.
헷갈려. It's a
헷갈려.
hard one.
헷갈려.
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 내 돈 내놔. 내 돈 어딨어? 내 돈 내놔. 아이씨. 아씨 뭐야?
뭐야? 너 뭐야?
I forget.
What is it? What is this?
Oh.
이건 뭐야?
Okay.
이건 뭐야? Squid Game.
며칠 전에 너네 가게 갔었는데 너네 엄마가 너 해외 출장 갔다고 하던데. 아니 그리고 아까 그 소리 또 뭐야?
뭐야? He said it again.
며칠 전에 너네 가게 갔었는데.
아까 그 소리 뭐야? Right? 아까 그 소리. What is it that he said earlier? So what is it? 뭐야?
아 쌍문동의 사람 서울대 조상우가?
So you will see him when he introduces when 이정재, what's his name? And Ki-hoon. When Ki-hoon introduces the Seoul National University guy, you'll hear him keep saying 서울대, right? So 대 is like an acronym for university. So it's like Harvard in Korea.
첫 번째 게임은 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다입니다.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. Is red light, green light.
Is that actually the translation?
No. Literally, 무궁화 is name of a flower. 꽃 is flower. So it's kind of like if it's the flower is rose, it's like saying rose flower. 무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다 means it has blossomed. So that's the game. So 무궁화 flower has blossomed is the phrase. So the only difference is, I think my brother explained, right? Like you have to say the entire sentence, and that's when it's red light. So 무궁화 flower has blossomed. 무궁화 flower has blossomed. 무궁화 flower has blossomed. You know?
뭐 이런 걸 시키나? 얘기할래? 누가 먼저 꼴이 나나? 100만 원 밥. 콜? 아이 씨발. 콜.
콜 is an English word that's used very often in Korea. It's from poker or gambling. When somebody before you bets and when you do call, you're simply going with whatever the person bet, right? So you're sort of agreeing to continue. So in Korea, you use call when you're in agreement with whatever the person is offering or proposing. So if I say, let's eat squid for dinner, you can say call.
Cool.
Call.
Cool.
It's like call. Call. You can say call.
Call.
But in Korean, they say call.
Cool. I can't say it.
call.
Cool.
call.
Cool.
시간 없어.
시간 없어.
시간 없어. 시간 없어. 시간 is another word that you'll hear a lot. Time.
시간.
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 So he said 시간 없어. Remember earlier I said 있다 없다. 있다 없다. 있어 없어. It's the same thing. 있어 is 있다 is it's there. Or I have it. 없다 means it's not there. where I don't have it. So 시간 없어.
없어.
Means I don't have time. Or in this context, he said 시간 없어. It means there is no time.
I don't remember anything.
That's okay. We can review.
시간.
시간 없어.
시간 없어.
시간 없어. 시간 없어. 있다 없다.
I have, I don't have?
Mm-hmm. And then there was 뭐야?
뭐야?
What is it? 뭐야? And there also was 기대하시라. We'll review.
That's
we'll
long
review.
time no see.
No.
No?
오랜만이야.
Oh.
오랜만이다. That's like the thug way. 오랜만이다. But normally 오랜만이야. Well, actually, you can also say 오랜만이야 as in a thug way. It's just the intonation, I guess.
오랜만이야.
오랜만이야. That's long time no see. 기대하시라 is like get your hopes up.
Oh.
Get your hopes up. Alright, we can review.
Can you watch this whole episode again?
세상을 다 가진 것처럼 저 캐릭터는 아니지.
Did you watch some of the dubbed ones? It's hilarious. It's so bad. The voices that they give the people. Like the grandma that cuts the squid, they give her like a young woman's voice.
Oh,
It's like,
really?
he's at Seoul National University. Like, that's that voice.